Welcome everyone, Mrs. Turubini here, and today we'll be looking at LCM, which stands for lowest common multiple. At the end of this tutorial, you will know what are factors, what are multiples, and how to find the lowest common multiples of given numbers. Okay? What are factors? Factors are what we can multiply to get a number. Now let me explain. If I ask the question, what are the factors of 2? You have to think of the numbers that I can multiply to get 2. What numbers can I multiply to get 2? 1 times 2. Can I multiply anything else to give me 2? No. Alright, even if I reverse it and I say 2 times 1 will give me 2. Notice it's the same numbers, 1 and 2. Okay, so 1 and 2 are the only factors of 2. Alright, if I asked you to find the factors of 6, what are factors? The numbers that we multiply to get a number. So you have to think of all the numbers that you can multiply to get 6. We can multiply 1 by 6 to get 6. So 1 and 6 are factors. What else? We can multiply 2 by 3 or 3 by 2 to get 6. So 2 and 3 are also factors. So the number 6 has 4 factors. Okay, it has 4 factors. If we think of the number 7, what numbers can we multiply to give us 7? Only 1 and 7. Okay? So 7 has how much? 2 factors. Alright, let's think of the number 8. What are the factors of 8? You have to think about what numbers can you multiply to give you 8. Those numbers are the factors. Okay? So let's think. 1 times 8 will give us 8. So 1 and 8 are factors of 8. 2 times 4 will give us 8. So 2 and 4 are also factors of 8. Okay, so this is what factors are. Now we're going to move on to multiples. What are multiples? Now when we begin to talk or think about multiples, you need to think about tables. Okay, multiples are what we get after multiplying a number by an integer. What is an integer? An integer is a whole number, okay? It's not a fraction. Alright, we'll talk more of this soon. It's a whole number, not a fraction. Alright, multiples are what we get after multiplying a number by an integer. So if I ask you for the multiples of 2, what you have to think of? Think of your tables, okay? You're going to think of your tables. Alright, so the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's continuous, it's endless. Okay, what are the multiples of 3? Think of tables. 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. What are the multiples of 4? Think of tables. Same thing for 5. What are the multiples of 5? Think of your 5 timetables. Counting 5s. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so when you're thinking of multiples, think of tables. Okay, multiples of 2, think of 2 timetables. All the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, continuous. Okay, on and on and on. So again, when we're thinking of multiples, we are thinking of tables. Let's move on. How to find LCM. Alright, now I'm going to show you maybe about 2 or 3 or probably 1 or 2 different ways you can find the LCM. Alright, so the first one we are going to begin with is 2 and 3. The question is to find the LCM of 2 and 3. What does LCM mean? The lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So when you're thinking of multiples, you have to think of tables. So we're going to do this way first. Okay, this is not the preferred method because it can be extremely long. Okay, but I just want you to get comfortable with this technique. Alright, for now, the LCM of 2 and 3. So I'm going to list the multiples of 2 and 3, and then we would select the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. When we are thinking of multiples, we have to think about tables. Okay, so let's write the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to stop about here. Let me stop with my 3 and I'll continue if I need to. 3, 6, 9. Are we seeing that? 12, 15. Already we struck the lowest common multiple of both numbers. As you can see, they both have common multiples, alright, which are 6. They both have common multiples, alright, and they would have more than one. Okay, as you can see here, they also have another common multiple, which is 12. And I'm very sure if I continue, we would find more multiples. Let's go on. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and let's go on with this one. 15, 18, 21, 24. Are we seeing that? Yes, another common multiple. Another common multiple is 18. Are we seeing that? So as you can see, there are more than one multiples. Alright, we don't want the highest multiple, but we want the lowest multiple. Okay, so it will be the first multiples that they have in common. And the first multiples that they have in common is 6. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Alright, good. Now I'm going to show you another method we can use to find the LCM. What we can do is go to our working column. Okay, write 2 and 3. I'm putting a comma, or you can put a line to separate the numbers. Alright, what can go into 2? 2, so I'm going to say you must know your tables for this. 2 can go into 2, 1, comma. Could 2 go into 3 without a remainder? No. So what I do, I bring down the 3. Alright, what am I going to divide now? By 3. I want to get to 1, okay? Bringing down this 1, put it in a box again. Then I'm going to say 3 into 3 is 1. Alright, and as long as we get 1, that's where we stop. Alright, and to get the LCM, we have to multiply the numbers on the outside. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is 2 times 3. As you can see, I'm multiplying the numbers on the outside, which is going to give me 6. Okay, so the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Alright, so as you saw, I showed you a method before. I'm showing you this method now, and I'm going to talk to you about another method. Alright, the other method is this. 2 times, when we want to find the LCM of a number, so I want to find the LCM of 2 and 3. Sometimes I can do this. I can ask myself, could 2 go into 3? Nope. Could 3 go into 2? Nope. So to find the LCM of 2 and 3, I need to multiply these two numbers together. Alright, so sometimes you can know that you can multiply the two numbers together before even coming to work it out. Alright, and with practice, again, you will select which method or which technique is best for you. So I'm going to do some more, and I'm going to use all 3 methods that I showed you, alright, to get the LCM. We want to find the LCM of 3 and 6. First thing we can do is tables. Write down the multiples of 3, write down the multiples of 6, and see which one is the smallest, okay, which one is the lowest. Let's count in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Alright, let's stop there. And let's count in 6. Let's write down the multiples of 6. Okay, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. And as we can already see, we found the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6. Okay, so there are more than one. Let's start with the first one. They have 6 in common. What else? They have 12 in common. What else? They have 18 in common. But we want the lowest common multiple. Alright, so the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6 is 6. Okay, so again, you can write down your multiples and choose the lowest multiple. Alright, let's get to the second method, where we would go to our working column. We would write 3 and 6 like this, and we would divide. What number can go into 3 and 6 without a remainder? Not 2, 3. Okay, so we are going to divide by 3. 3 into 3 is 1. And could 3 go into 6 without a remainder? Yes. Okay, 3 can go into 6 2 times. What am I going to divide by now? 2. I'm going to bring down my 1. Now I'm going to say 2 into 2 is 1. Alright, and as long as we get to 1, we have to multiply the numbers on the outside, okay, to get the LCM. So we can write down that the LCM, the lowest common multiple of 3 and 6 is, we have to multiply the numbers we got on the outside. 3 2s are 6. Okay, so that's the second method. Now the third way we can get the same answer is by asking ourselves, we want to find the LCM of 3 and 6. I'm going to ask myself, could 3 go into 6? Yes, 3 can go into 6 2 times. And because 3 can go into 6, and we know that 6 can go into 6, then we know that the bigger number, which is 6, will be the LCM. Okay, so if we ask what is the LCM of 3 and 6, the answer is 6. Let's do another one, and all 3 methods. We have to find the LCM of 6 and 9. Now let's start with this method first. Could 6 go into 9 without a remainder? Nope. Could 9 go into 6 without a remainder? Nope. Alright, so neither 6 nor 9 is the LCM here. So that's one method ruled out. Let's try the other method. The other method is multiples. Okay, I hope you thought about that. We can write the multiples of 6, you must know your table, and the multiples of 9 and see what's common. Okay, multiples of 6, let's count in 6. Think of your 6 timetables. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and so on. Let's count in 9s. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and so on. Alright, so now let's highlight what's the lowest common multiple we have here. Not 6, not 12, 18. As you can see here, 18 is the lowest common multiple, okay, of 6 and 9. So the LCM of 6 and 9 is 18. Use one or two methods to confirm your answer. Let's use another method. Let's go to our working column and write 6 and 9. Okay, sorry about that. 6 and 9. And we're going to divide now. What's the lowest number that can go into 6 and 9? We're going to use 2, 3. Let's use 3. Okay, 3 can go into 6 2 times. And 3 can go into 9 3 times. What number are we going to use here now? 2. 2 can go into 2 one time. Could 2 go into 3 without a remainder? No. So we bring down that number. We bring down the 3. Now we are going to divide by 3. I'm going to bring down this 1. 3 into 3 is 1. So now that we got 1, we are going to multiply all the numbers on the outside to give us the LCM. The LCM of 6 and 9 is 3 times 2 times 3. So let's multiply. 3 2s are 6 and 6 3s are 18. So as you can see, we used 2 methods and got the same answer. The lowest common multiple of 6 and 9 is 18. Let's do some more. Find the LCM of 1 and 2, and this is very easy. If we have to find the LCM of 1 and 2 and similar questions like this, we don't have any working to do because we know that the LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. Why? Because 1 can go into 2 and 2 can go into 1. But let's just write it down. Let's count in ones. Alright, multiples of ones, multiples of twos. Alright, let's count in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Let's count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. And immediately we can see that the lowest common multiple that they both have is 2. So the LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. What do you think the LCM of 1 and 3 would be? The LCM of 1 and 3 is, let's write down 1, let's write down 3, and let's write the multiples of them. Let's count in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Let's count in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12. And we can already see the lowest common multiple, and they both have the number 3. So the LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. Are we seeing the pattern? The LCM of 1 and 4 will be 4. The LCM of 1 and 10 will be 10. The LCM of 1 and 20 will be 20. The LCM of 1 and 6 will be 6. Alright, so from the time you see a denominator that has 1, when you get to working fractions, why you're learning LCM, so that you'll be able to find the lowest common multiple. And you need to know this technique when you are adding and subtracting fractions. Alright, we'll get to that soon. Alright, the LCM of 1 and 6 would be 6. Let's move on. Let's find the LCM of 2 and 4. This one is easy. The LCM of 2 and 4 will be 4. How do I know that? Because I can look at 2 and 4 and I know that 2 can go into 4. Alright? And 4 can also go into 4. So the LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. But you may not know that, so let us work it out. We can write down multiples of 2 and 4. Let's count in 2s. Let's count in 4s. Tables. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. Let's count in 4s. 4, 8. Are we already seeing that? 12. Yes. They both have 4. So 4 is their lowest common multiple. Okay, once a smaller number could go into the bigger number would be the lowest common multiple. The bigger number would be the LCM. Okay? 4 and 6. Could 4 go into 6? No. So 6 cannot be the LCM. Okay, so let's work it out. Let's write down multiples of 4 and multiples of 6. Let's count in 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm stopping about there. Let me start 6. If when I reach up to here and there is none common, I'll just continue counting. Alright? Let's count. 6, 12. Okay, we already got it. They both have 12. So the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. Now if you don't like using these methods of writing down the multiples, which can be lengthy for some, you can go to the working column and write the numbers as I showed you. 4 and 6. What's the lowest number? Okay, that can go into them is 2. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can go into 6 3 times. I'm going to use 2 now. 2 can go into 2 1 time. Could 2 go into 3 without a remainder? Nope. I bring down 3. I'm going to multiply by 3 now. Bring down this one. 3 into 3 is 1. After I get this, I have to multiply the numbers on the outside. I have 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3. 2 2s are 4 and 4 3s are 12. So the lowest common multiple, the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. And as you can see, I used 2 techniques and I got the same answer. Let's do 6 and 7. Alright, could 6 go into 7? No, 6 cannot go into 7. Alright, could 7 go into 6? No. So for questions like these, when I know that these numbers cannot go into each other, all I have to do is to multiply the two numbers together. Okay, and I will get my answer. Alright, so 6 sevens, again, and that's one technique. If you don't like it, don't do it. Use another technique. Alright, 6 sevens are 42. So I know that the lowest common number, the lowest common multiple of 6 and 7 is 42. Now if you don't know that, what can you do? Alright, you can write out your multiples or go to your working column and choose this method. Let's write the multiples of 6 and 7. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, tables here, counting in 6, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, multiples of 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and as we can see there, the first common multiple that we got is 42. Yeah, so 42 is the lowest common multiple of 6 and 7. And again, the third method, if you didn't figure it out this way or it's too hard, remember you can go to your working column, write 6 and 7, but it still requires you to know your 6 and 7 times tables. That's why it's very important to practice your tables. So if we have 6 and 7, okay, what can go into 6? 6 can go into 6 one time. Could 6 go into 7 without a remainder? Nope. So we write 7. Bring down the 1, 7 into 7, 1. We still have 6 and 7 to multiply on the outside. Alright, and let's say if we didn't use 6 and 7, we didn't use 6 to start, and we used, let's say we used 3. Okay, so we're going to say 3 into 6 is 2. Could 3 go into 7 without a remainder? No. Bring down the 7. We are going to use 2. 2 can go into 2 one time. Could 2 go into 7 without a remainder? No. Bring down the 7. Now we are going to use the 7. You see we're using these smaller numbers, alright? Bring down the 1. 7 into 7 is 1. To get the LCM, we multiply the numbers on the outside. What do we have? We have 3 times 2 times 7. It's going to give you the same thing. 3 2s are 6 times 7 is 42. So you still must know your 6, 7 time tables. All your tables for that matter. Alright, so this is how we find the LCM. Thanks for watching. Practice.